Welcome, everybody. This is Abacus Fish, and we are playing Hexcrawl Adventures, our old school D&D adventure. I'm joined by 4 players. We have Joe.
Heyo.
We have Seth.
Hello.
We have James.
Ahoy.
And a first-time player, we got Sam today.
Howdy, howdy.
And so what this is a Hexcrawl adventure. Basically, I have all these maps. I have the setting. I have a bunch of towns. I have treasure. I have monsters. I have all these things, but the one thing I don't have is control over the players. In so much that they get to go wherever they want to go and explore whatever they want to explore. They have this whole map to explore and these cities that they can go into and dungeons, and it's all pretty much up to them. And with that said, let's meet some of these characters that will be driving the story. Joe, why don't you tell us about Stickbeard Smith?
The Stick-Speared Smith is a stereotypical traditional dwarf. Short, old, not much white hair, mostly bald. Thick black beard, though, and it's stained black from having worked the blacksmith for so long. Muscled, grizzled, tight skin, mostly seen in workers' clothes, so a dirty, loose shirt, big old apron, like decent pants. Pretty nondescript, pretty fucking dirty. Swears. And always carries like a tool of some sort on him.
All right. And Seth, why don't you tell us about Therum Smith?
Therum Smith is very much kind of an average dwarf, although he is very strong. He's got a big old red beard. He's typically seen carrying around, lately, a short sword and silver shield and a sling. Yeah, he's what you would call an adolescent dwarf, and the cousin of the late Goldie Smith, which appeared in last season. And yeah, he's uh, he's enthusiastic, but not necessarily the most seasoned dwarf. As I say, being an adolescent, he's strong, but not necessarily the wisest dwarf around.
All right. And James, why don't you tell us about Guilford the Grand?
Guilford the Grand is a tall, lanky man that tends to dress in leathers. He has a ready smile and kind of rugged features that don't quite go all the way down to his hands. His hands are kind of soft to be a laborer. He has started wearing a lot of jewelry recently, as if he has come into money. And indeed, he has many tales to tell anyone that crosses his path about the great deeds and heroics that he has accomplished as a originally vagabond of the North Shore and now on to becoming known as a hero of Westmarch. That is Guilford.
Okay, and Sam, why don't you tell us about this new character, Titch?
Yeah, so Titch Kirkner, he's thin, a little on the shorter side and hunched over. He has a cleric's robe, usually wears his hood up, obscuring his face. He wields Cosgrove's titular mace and shield. He's got a big holy symbol dangling around his neck. He's only in like his late 20s, early 30s, but he is or late 20s. But he looks older than his years. He's pretty weather bitten with deep creases in his face. Um, and deep, dark set eyes. But he stares out from under his hood with sort of a zealous intensity.
All right. And just so the other players are aware and the viewers at home, Titch is actually a member of a new family, but not one of the 10, not one of the 10 major families that came from Atoll Grove. It's actually a small vassal family. There's only about 6 or 7 members, and he is the last one. Every other member died on the voyage. So that's a bit of Titch's background.
Rough.
Yes.
It was a tough voyage. I haven't introduced. I mean, should I say a little more about that, or? I mean, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't been introduced to the party yet. I don't know if they'd know.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, yes, and feel free to explain that through your character through the game. And so, with that said, let's get the game started. All of y'all, except for Titch, but the rest of y'all, wake up in the Soldier's Salvation. I can't believe this. What? The mouse wheel used to work. What am I These new tools, I tell you.
Are you trying to zoom out?
No, I'm trying to move the slides. Oh, I see. They have a key up here now. Like a little quick thing. Okay. Oh, now you decide to work.
People complaining about how the mouse wheel was always messing things up. And they're like, nope, doesn't do anything anymore.
All right, so you guys are in the Soldier's Salvation. It is Decady, the 20th of Florio, 7932 year of Cosgrove. The party finds themselves waking up at the Soldier's Salvation. Inside the city of Vassith, people's groaning murmurs drone into a buzzing, while the smell of dusty wood and sully wool wafts in the dormitory. Outside, the church bells ring echoing in the building alongside the horses' hooves clopping sharply on the cobblestone roads nearby. Outside the door, a dizzying mass of people whoosh through the thin but crowded streets. Tall row houses block out the morning sun, covering the city in artificial twilight. The sky is mostly clear, with a gentle breeze, and music emits from the castle courtyard as colorful banners fly all over the curtain walls and high towers of the keep. It is a festival, a celebration, a relief from the past 2 months of hardship wrought by the undead invasion of Nurton. Horns blaring signal the approach of the other houses from the countryside. Rivercob, Vargas, Dugny, Skybraid shall convene with evensong and welcome the new house to the city of Vassith, Smith. Yet a shadow looms, the antlered king, an entity that has all of Vassith staying off the country roads at night. What has been found about this mysterious figure has only led to more questions. So, the rest of y'all are at the Soldier's Salvation. Titch, you, escorted by the Rangers Guilds, because he said you wanted to get your boots in the game. And upon that request, the Rangers Guild escorted you over here. Couldn't get inside the castle walls at night, so you ended up spending the night in a camp outside. But first thing in the morning, they walk you into the city walls and point you to the Soldier's Salvation and say, that is where you will find your friends. So the rest of you guys are just kind of sitting, probably starting your morning as Titch walks in. And yeah, you'd all be sitting in the eating area. Oh no, I messed it up. I clicked the wrong screen. I was trying to ping the Roll20 screen. Oh my gosh. Amateur move. But you'd all be sitting there. Yeah, there's the ping.
So yeah, how am I being like brought into this group? Is it just like
So, what is basically every character who is now the Heroes of the West March. Uh, you're all part of this small community. It's always assumed that you've always kind of been there, but when a person makes a character, that's basically one of the citizens of the West March stepping up to the plate and being like, "I want to be an adventurer." So that's what Titch has done. And you know that
okay?
Stickbeard Smith and Therum Smith and Guilford the Grand are pretty big players in the West March.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll say, "Greetings."
Huh. Hitch. I wasn't expecting you here. Is there news? What's up?
My what is it? The faith has been well established among my people, and I've decided to venture forth, discover, and secure the rest of the land for the future safety
Oh.
of everyone.
Huh. Hmm. How incredibly convenient. It was almost like our group was missing a member of the Church of Cosgrove. It is a good thing that you've come along. So,
No member of the Church of Cosgrove is ever missed.
there.
Wait, what?
Did okay, who wanted?
I look forward to offering my help and services to your holy quest.
I don't know how holy our quest is. We've just been
Well, it
doing
is
what?
now.
I'm sure saving
Welcome.
all of humanity is suitably holy in Cosgrove's eyes.
The more the merrier. Just be ready for whatever comes. It's not
Yep.
always predictable.
You will be
Yep.
safe behind my shield.
Yep. One day you're burning an evil tree to the ground, and the next day you're feeding a meat pie to an orc.
Or possibly fighting a slug.
Or possibly fight. Yeah, God, that slug. Was I there for that slug? I don't remember even anymore.
I thought so.
Yes, you were.
But
Just to
anyway.
clarify, this is a meat pie that is actually a meat pie and a slug that is actually a slug.
Yes,
Okay.
these are not euphemisms. It's a real meat pie.
I
The
thought
slug was
maybe you had
magical.
found a brothel.
No, oh God, no. Well,
The slug was enchanted by chaos magic,
It,
but
it,
yes.
well, okay. You know what? Therum, as far as Therum, yeah, it's chaos magic.
Yeah. As far as we know.
yeah. Freaking chaos magic. Goddamn.
I mean, Colress did explain to you what it was, but like I could understand dwarves being like, "Oh yeah, chaos magic."
hmm
Yeah, I don't really remember what Colress said about it either. So yeah. Therum isn't known for his brains necessarily.
I see that the thought of chaos magic. Yeah, so how have your adventures been going? What's up?
Well,
Marvelous, without a hitch.
so I would like to interrupt because there is a bit of a activity thing that you guys, it's totally optional, but there is a festival in the city that you guys can participate in. At least Stickbeard needs to be there. Otherwise, it's going to be really awkward with the other houses because this is a festival in his honor, and actually, by extension, your guys' honor.
Mm. Oh yeah, we're in the city.
Yeah, you're in the
Right.
Soldier's Salvation. Yeah, you're in Vassith. Here, let me zoom out and put you on the Vassith map.
Perfect.
A map would be so helpful.
Oh, there we go.
So the Soldier Salvation is in between Merchant's Gate and the Copper District within the walls, right about here.
Okay.
And the festival is actually happening in the castle. It's like within the inner cloister. You guys did go there once before when you had that small knighting ceremony. And this is the Church of Cosgrove, like right across the street, which you guys have also been in.
Let's see. Have we moved our camp to within the city?
No, the camp is. Oh yeah, here. This is the state of the camp now, guys.
Weren't we
So
granted those lands?
yeah, you've been granted the lands as reward for liberating Nerton. So it used to look like. Where is it? It used to look like this, right? Right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I forgot all the tokens. Oh crap. Well, here's the new map, but without all the tokens. Oh, and Sam, I dropped the ball. I should have gotten you a token, but we'll come up with one for you.
It's a disaster. What will we do?
Absolute disaster. So here's the new. Where is it? There it is. That's what it looks like now.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that. I take
Yeah,
it
you
those
guys
are
are
all cots.
you're moving up.
Yeah, we spent a ton of money, didn't we?
Yeah, I
Wish we had
triple checked.
left.
I asked you several times to make sure that you spent the money.
How much money did it cost?
Thousands of gold.
We still have
Right.
a fair bit.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should tithe it to the church.
Does adding a
Ha ha ha.
an altar to Cosgrove count as a tithe? I mean,
Yeah.
The church understands that our community getting up and running is more important right now.
Anything that contributes to the faith.
All
Well,
right, let
should
me
we
move you guys back.
go check out? Should we go check out this festival? Or we
I
I don't
we
know.
should, and I will go with them. Minimum
Before we
one.
move
Sorry.
before we
Need
move
to
on to
exceed.
some sort of wilderness area, maybe.
Yeah, aren't you in a parade today?
Stickbeard might be.
Oh
Right.
yeah, Stickbeard. Remember that question I asked you earlier? Now's that
Yeah.
time to answer.
Oh. Oh. No, I remember one of the two. Yeah, I remember the first one. But then oh, okay. Hold up a minute. Therum,
Yes, Stickbeard.
would you carry our banner?
I'd be proud.
Thank you. Where is our banner? Did
So
somebody make it?
yes.
How does this work?
So basically all subjects are just given a high quality tabard that is red and black with the sigil of the hammer.
Hmm.
And you, Stickbeard, get a brand new set of chainmail, as well as like a tabard and also gloves and boots that match.
Good lord. Okay.
And it's a full chain with chain suit with a hood. Statistically, still chainmail, so it's like nothing special. It's just it's your it's the clothes you wear when you want to look like a lord.
when I have to look like a lord.
For this ceremony, yeah, it's pretty much required.
Yeah. I know I'm not getting away with that any day soon. Or getting away with not looking like a lord any day soon. Excuse me. So, yeah. So we now have basically insignias and banners and whatnot. When asked, I requested as a symbol of our heraldry a blacksmith's hammer, and I chose black and red as our colors. So I presume when presented, we do get black and red banners, but they did as much to enhance this hammer as possible, so it's still it's still magnificent, presumably. Um, I don't know what else we need to do other than just get ourselves going.
So let's do that.
All right,
Let's get moving.
let's go.
Okay, you guys approach one of the castle entrances. It seems like where they're funneling people in, there's already a crowd moving towards, and you are brought to the entryway. Or wait, right outside the entryway, there is a wall and fountain area. And all the people seem to be crowded there. As you guys approach, the horns are playing, and there is a entourage of soldiers with a knight on a horse. Their sigil is blue and green with a river flowing over a rock. You guys know this as River Cobb. And yeah, you know, you're looking at River Cobb's entourage and your entourage. Your entourage is two dwarves, you know, one pretty fancily dressed, the other one's just got a tabard holding a banner, and then like two other guys with tabards, you know. River Cobb's entourage is like, you know, several horses. There are horns playing. He's got a real shiny plate armor.
Is Lucky with us?
Oh, if yeah, I think Lucky's at the stables. So if you wanted to grab Lucky for the festival.
Oh, yeah. If
Ah.
Lucky's if we're going down the parade, we should have Lucky with us.
Well, unfortunately, this won't do. I'm gonna have to make some makeshift fireworks here because we are way too outclassed.
Okay, so
And how?
you got Lucky, and we'll say that Lucky has also she does have the barding like still that you guys got from earlier, but it's not like black and red. However, like there's I don't know, you've got some dressing on there that's black and red.
Yeah.
So at least make Lucky look like she's part of your crew.
Yeah. Heroes of the West March in style.
Then after, you know, you guys have been there, hold on. Oh yes, red and golds with a chalice pouring water onto a rose bush. That's Vargas. Again, they've got like a really impressive entourage. Lady Vargas actually rides by you guys and gives you a nod, and then keeps riding to kind of take her place in the courtyard. Like imagine basically just kind of all these people milling about, whereas the nobles are like standing closer. I did it again. I keep clicking on the Roll20 thing when I need to be clicking on, or the Discord thing when I need to be clicking on the Roll20 thing. There it is. So like, yeah, the nobles and you guys are standing closer to the fountain. The riffraff are kind of like standing at the edge. The Kingsguard and Ranger Guild are kind of like crowd controlling people. And then eventually the horns play again. You see a green and black sigil approach. And, oh boy, what is green with a black trim depicting a sword with tulips, the flowers, weaved around the blade. Not tulips, the flower. And you see a rather sickly looking person wearing chainmail, barely able to stay on their horse. Looks like he's going to throw up at any moment. Big old bags under his eyes. Looks absolutely hungover. And then you see Maka. She was the one who you inspired to try and take back Nurton. And she turns to you guys and gives you a nod as they take their place.
So how's this going to proceed? Do we know?
We're waiting for everyone to. Yeah. So one of the soldiers, the Rangers Guild goes, "Oh yeah. As soon as everyone is assembled, the king and queen will come out to speak, and the festivities shall begin."
So nobody's giving speeches?
The king is.
Oh, but not us.
No. No. It's just the official announcement of your joining the kingdom.
Because I have a few speeches prepared.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right.
Okay. I guess I will put the explosives away.
Aw.
We don't need to make an entrance after all.
And then after a while, a new sigil shows up. This one you guys don't recognize immediately. The other three you guys have encountered. This one you haven't. It's a light blue with white trim depicting a lyrebird in mid-flight. And it the person in charge, like almost as small as a dwarf, but then you kind of like or a halfling, but then realize no, it's a human. It's just a very short, skinny human. And she's just wearing a gambeson. Doesn't even have a helmet or anything. She's dressed more like a nobleman than, say, a knight. Like the other knights have their armor on, but she just kind of has more formal clothing. And she ends up parking right. Her and her entourage end up parking right beside you guys. And there's some murmuring as everybody kind of waits for the king and queen. Before the horns play, and the king and queen show up. King Warren Avenson. And of course, there's a moment of silence before the hand of the king says, "Kneel before his and her majesty." And everybody, even the knights get off their horses and kneel. And I assume you guys do the same?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We're not that dumb.
Right. Hear ye, on this day, the 20th of Florio, 7932, year of Cosgrove, I, Warren Evenson, sovereign king of Vasseth, do call upon all noble houses and faithful citizens to gather and bear witness to a most notable occasion. In the shadow of our fair castle Vasseth, let it be known far and wide that the house Smith brave and stalwart in their defense of this realm, has wrought deeds of great courage and valor. It was the smiths, led by the valiant Stickbeard Smith, who with iron will and steel hand smote the accursed undead scourge that plagued the good folk of Nurton. And there's like applause at this. And the king kind of like waves everybody to calm down. By their sword and their strength, they did open the great supply routes, bringing the life-giving sustenance to our starving kingdom. For this, their service shall not go unnoticed, nor their honor unrecognized. Thus, with the blessing of Cosgrove and consent of all true lords of this realm, we gather this day for grand celebration of their triumph. With mirth and might shall join us in fellowship. A festival of great cheer shall unfold the green. Upon the green, a feast worthy of kings shall fill our halls, and a joust of noble knights shall be held in their honor. Let it also be known that on this most sacred day, Stickbeard Smith, the unyielding defender of Vasseth, shall be granted the title of Sir, and shall receive from mine his own lands of the West March to guard and till as his own. It is there the winds will blow free, and the soil shall bear his fruit. Let no one forget the sacrifices of House Smith, and let all who have a heart for honor and courage, for loyalty and sacrifice, gather to celebrate this glorious moment. And there's a huge eruption of cheers. Everybody's just stoked. And then, again, he signals everybody to calm down. The festival shall begin now. The joust will be at the midday sun, and the feast will be at the sun setting. So let it be told. So let it be done. And like a huge cheer.
Woo!
Damn. Wah! Go crazy. Everybody go nuts.
On it.
Woo.
Okay, don't start riots.
Let's get the party started. Anyway.
I'll raise my holy symbol high into the air.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that reminds me. Yeah, so after he does say, so let it be told, let it be done, he does say, may Cosgrove's shield protect you all.
I regret my decision to put away the explosives. This would be a great place to punctuate a statement.
I'll cheer extra loud at that.
Okay, guys, you want a quick run? Before I get to the maps and stuff, well, I'll just let you know. There are 4 zones. There's the zone by the gate. Appears to have some tents, but mostly just kind of traffic running through. There's the what looks to be like a big dining area, but it also looks like they're setting up some kind of games up there, some kind of big contest. There's also another area that looks more like a proper food market. You can actually smell like a lot of roasted meats and sweet breads from that direction. There's a 4th area that and then there's the arena. You can see not much is going on there now, but it does look like they're setting up the jousting arena. So those are the 4 places you can go. The gate, what looks to be some kind of competition area, a food area, and the tournament area.
There a prize for the jousting?
So in this situation, you're not you don't have a sponsor like Stickbeard. It basically requires all sorts of nobility administration that you couldn't put together. So you will be witnessing the tournament, but you will not have a champion.
We got to work on that champion building. got to put more hours into League. Okay, we're done.
Well, Stickbeard, What do you want to do first? You're the one receiving the title of Sir. How do you feel?
Dizzy. I was not expecting I was not expecting to become a state, this or a noble at all. I just tried to do what was necessary to keep our people alive and build a community. But to be officially recognized, I also feel a bit honored. Um, is there a
Imagine,
place? Is
imagine
there a
if we'd
place?
skipped this.
Imagine, oh Lord, my God, doing things forthright in the proper way, being getting shit done the right way. This is all too much. Um, is there some place we're supposed to be? Is there is there a section for us? I'm not sure where anybody is supposed to be at this point.
So, at the joust at noon, you probably should be there, and then the feast at sunset, you should probably be there. But other than that, you guys are pretty much free to explore the festival.
Then let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can pregame a little bit before that joust occurs. Hmm. I just point myself in the direction of the best smelling food.
All right. So, some of the tents here, mostly are food related. However, there is one kind of novelty wood carvings tent that is in the upper left. Oh boy.
Novelty wood carvings? Hot damn!
Yes, Therum heads over to the novelty wood carvings.
That's over here. Okay. Novelty wood carvings is run by an individual whose description is loading. There it is. Well, wait. Where's the rest of them? Okay. Yes. So there is a very elderly man, mustache, horseshoe hair, white, with blue friendly eyes. His calloused hands are kind of whittling some works in progress. And yeah, a lot of the intricately carved things he has are either animals or soldiers. Um, and when I say animals, it's also like you know, beasts of myth. So, um, he's got like some like a dragon and ogre and stuff like that.
Hmm. Do they do? Does he do custom?
You'd have to ask him.
I Do you do custom engravings or custom
Well,
carvings?
I mean, it, I'm getting a little older there. It depends how much you paying.
Uh, how much would a portrait be?
A portrait. I guess I could do one for 5 gold.
5 gold. Oh,
Listen, man, I don't have a lot of time, so if I'm gonna do custom jobs, I'm gonna make it the most out of it.
yeah. How much is the dragon
Oh,
carving?
this, and he kind of slides it over. It's depicting a red dragon, and he actually uses a red wood, and I can't like a rosewood of some kind to actually really make the red dragon pop, and it's kind of like perched on like a rock, and its wings are completely spread out.
Mm.
1 silver.
1 silver. Sold. I'll take it.
Pleasure doing business.
It's a wooden dragon carving. That's cool. Need to decorate our living space. Theron wanders over back to the group.
Okay, Theron went. I guess yeah. We'll just do this. James, what do you want to do at the festival?
Guilford will find the tallest place he is allowed to stand and begin offering tales of the heroes of West March to any that come across him, telling of how many liches were slain in the various campaigns, how many thousands of goblins were laid low by his sword and maybe some other people's swords, and how he saved the entire realm from the devilish fiends within the trees, and with some help from his friends.
Okay. Why don't so yeah? You find like over here where the benches are. You kind of find a bench where no one's sitting. You grab it, separate it from the table, stand on it, and just start your proclamation. Give me a charisma check.
You Yay!
Um, so you've actually gathered a bit of a crowd, and they are listening to your stories. What are you trying to get out of this?
Um, Claim.
Okay, so you're just trying to tell the tale.
No, personal glory. Personal glory.
Personal glory.
Guilford is talking himself up. He is talking other people up by association, but he's mainly in this to talk himself up.
Okay, so just I put somewhere in your notes. You have now been given the reputation of, and it's mostly positive, but it can also be kind of negative. This is more of like a role playing flavor thing, but it will come up. You are known around the city of Vassith, Castle Vassith, as Guilford the Gabber.
That seems appropriate. Okay.
And now people will recognize you as, oh, he's the guy who talks a lot. Well, like it, but in a more positive way. Like people like the yarns that you spin.
Okay.
All right, and Stickbeard, what are you doing this festival or this area rather?
Left to my own devices, I do in fact follow my nose to wherever it leads. I assume to some food stall somewhere.
Yes, let me talk about that food stall. If I
Like I buy the equivalent of a turkey leg and just decide to fucking like scarf.
okay, yeah, they got a turkey leg place. Yep, it's also got like other meats on skewers like shish kebab. Um,
Works for me.
yeah, and yeah, they also have some breads too and meat pies.
I just can't seem to get away from those damned pies.
And yes, the person running this stall, she's a frail old woman, human, has gray hair, gray and silver hair, short, very thin hair, hazel eyes, And yeah, she is just kind of manning the fire at the moment. Um, Occasionally, you know, selling to people who walk up to her tent, like yourself, and she turns around and goes, "Oh yes, how can I help you today?"
Ah, what is that amazing smell that led me over here?
"Well, we have quite a few. You'll have to narrow it down."
My mind drew a complete blank. Um, get me one of those delicious-looking meat pies. How about that?
6 copper.
Flick one over.
Wait, how much do you pay?
I give her. I give her 2. I feel generous.
Oh, it's 6 copper.
Oh no! All I heard was copper. So, sorry. Discord dropped the 6. Then I give her 6 copper.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I proceed, and I find a place to sit, and I proceed to have, I presume, a very delicious pie.
Yes, yes. It is a mixture of meat, kind of like, kind of a sausage mix. But the crust is amazing. And it's greasy, but in a great way.
Oh, nice. I'm good for that.
All right. So, Titch, you're surrounded by this festival. You got Lord Stickbeard Smith eating a meat pie, Guilford the Grand uh, proclaiming, and Theron's over by the wood carving guy.
I think I'm just taking it all in. I mean, I'm a little overwhelmed. This is way outside of what I've been used to the last month. Just taking care of church business. You said that the church was outside the walls, right?
Yes.
I would like to go there at some point. I don't know if that's accessible now that the festival's going on.
It should be.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'd like to do. I want to introduce myself to, to the local gang of Cosgrovites.
Okay. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll just kind of say that the rest of y'all, while you were like at the festivities, Titch just kind of ducked out. You're not sure where he went, but you kind of lost track of him. Maybe he's still within the festival walls. You're not sure. And we will switch. Oh, by the way, there's this. You get in front of the church to Cosgrove, and I just want to quickly describe. Yeah, there's this plaque right here. Which has a story of Cosgrove. Also, there's this memorial about it, and you're not sure how you feel about it, but it depicts Cosgrove like leaning on a sword, and he's reaching out with his hand towards the heavens, and his face is just looks in complete anguish. And that's the memorial. And the memorial is written that in common, and then you see that there's another column of text that's all written in lawful. But it's the same story. Now on to the cathedral. If I can find it.
I'm gonna read it again like like I have done many times, but it's gonna take me like 10 minutes.
So yes, the shape of the chapel area of the Church of Cosgrove looks like a shield.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I nod approvingly.
There are some clerics that are with, or some members of Cosgrove that are at the altar. Some people are doing their daily prayers and stuff. There are just other laymen just kind of sitting in the pews praying. And there is one particular guy. Oh boy, let's get him out here. Which document do I need to open to find that one? Ugh. It's the problem when you get like 50 billion. 50 billion characters. Okay. There is one imposing figure in flowing robes of deep crimson. He has the robe is hooded, it completely covers his eyes. He's just this really big, just giant and very fat guy. And judging by the way he is talking to the other clerics, you're guessing he is probably the leader. I guess like other people in the community of the West March have spoken to you about Bishop Elutrius. You assume that's who this guy is. But Bishop Elutrius, he's just kind of hanging out with his other clerics, attending to the random passerbys who are walking. And that's the other thing. It's like as you're walking in and out of there, so are other people from time to time.
Yeah, I'll approach, and when I get a moment, I'll just say like Bishop.
Oh yes, one of the faith.
I'll give the sign of Cosgrove. It's like a hand over the fist, right?
Sure, we'll go with that. May Cosgrove's shield protect you.
And you as well.
How can I help my child?
It is my first time in this city, and I've spent many hours laboring to reestablish the faith among what's my family that I'm Shield Hearts, reestablishing the center of faith for the Shield Hearts.
Shield Hearts, you're of the West March.
I'll nod.
Yes. Well, I am encouraged by your fervor and faith.
I'm newly arrived and wish to do whatever I can.
And I appreciate that. Obviously, the faith of Cosgrove is deep within you. I can sense it.
I'm flattered.
Unfortunately, not really much going on at the moment. Just a bunch of the daily visits. The big day obviously would be Primady tomorrow. But right now they're having that festival in your honor, from what I understand.
What's Primady?
Oh, Primady is in-game. So I'm using the French Republic calendar for this fantasy setting. Primady is Sunday.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
and it's Saturday. Decady is Saturday.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and like I'm glad things are so robust among your faithful. Yes, I'm freshly arrived, and I wouldn't say the celebration is for me expressly, but I hope to earn that. To earn that distinction in the name of Cosgrove.
And he puts a big hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Will you pray with us, brother?"
Of course.
And they have like so it's you and some of the other clerics, and they invite other people to come join them as they hold a small prayer, and he relates the story of Cosgrove's ascension and how his spirit still lives on within all of us. Obviously, evident by the point of Titch's presence with us here today.
I'll say of course, and then I'll I'll ask if I can say a psalm. I don't know. I'm not even Christian, out of character, so I don't know if that's something anyone would do. But I'm gonna see if I can say like a psalm or like a prayer to Cosgrove as a newly arrived faithful.
Yes, yes. Speak your truth, brother.
Do you want me to make something up, or is this just
If you want to make up something about Cosgrove that you find cool, go ahead. Remember, it's like your small church tradition. It may not reflect on Cosgrove as a whole.
Gotcha. Yeah, just general I'll say a psalm, just sort of praising uh, you know, Cosgrove, um, just Cosgrove doing protecting, shielding the faithful, um, and rewarding deeper faith with absolution and protection.
Why don't you give me a charisma check?
Ooh, happily. How do charisma checks work in this system?
You roll a d20, you try to go low.
You can also on your character sheet you can just click the.
Oh, he doesn't have that.
Oh, okay.
So just roll a d20, and you have a charisma of 18, so 18 or lower means you succeed.
Okay, how do I roll in this in roll 20?
/r space d20.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yes,
I got a 4.
your prayer is quite moving, and people feel the gravity of that.
Congratulations, you role played religion perfectly.
Oh hell yeah! Especially in light of what our families have gone through. That's what my prayer is sort of connected to.
Blessed is this day. Blessed is this day, for it has brought Titch to us. And I see great things in Titch.
Thank you. I'm happy to I'm happy to spread the word.
Bear the shield, protect us all.
The shield protects, and then I'll I don't know, touch each other's shoulders, whatever priests do, clerics do.
I think shaking hands, a hearty handshake, is perfectly all right.
Yeah, I'll meet everybody as brothers.
Yeah, so you all just kind of join hands and shake hands, and everybody seems to have been moved a little bit by the prayer that you added.
They should be. It's the good word.
And so yes, at some point you're like, oh, I probably should get back to the festival.
I will get back, but I will do my best to be at the service tomorrow.
We look
Thank
forward.
you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Bishop, and to my other brothers.
And then you get a barrage of make Cosgrove shield, make Cosgrove, make Cosgrove, make Cosgrove shield protect. As they're all saying it to you.
I'm here for it. I say it back to every one of them from the deepest part of my heart.
Aw.
Okay.
May Cosgrove Shield protect you. May Cosgrove Shield protect you.
Okay, and you're back. And it's at this point, Stickbeard, you have finished your meat pie.
Hot damn. Uh, I look up. I look up at the sky. Ah, I think the joust is about to be starting, and I saunter my way over to benches. I assume.
You go towards the jousting arena.
Yep.
Okay, we're going that way. And yes, that's when you kind of bump into Titch. You're like, oh, I didn't see him there for a second, but here he is.
He's, usually pretty far hunched over, but he seems to stand a little straighter.
Nice. Titch, where'd you run off to?
I was introducing myself to the center of faith in this community.
Oh, fabulous. How did that go?
It was embiggening.
You seem to be the same stature as when you left us, but I'll take your word for it. Come.
Spiritually embiggening.
Ah, I see.
It was
Yes.
certainly a cromulent prayer.
Most cromulent.
Most cromulent indeed. Cosgrove blessing upon us all.
May his shield protect you.
Ooh, I felt that in my soul.
You little shiver.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, come join us for this jousting tournament. I feel like it's about to start any moment now.
Of course, your actions deserve celebration.
Okay. You are. You guys find a spot. It's not hard, especially with all of your entourage. Like you guys get kind of preferred seating. You actually sit over here on the west. That seems to be where like. I did it again. I clicked on the wrong. Wow, I'm bad at this. I'm bad at this.
Calm down. You got this.
Okay, let's get to the right slide. Get to the right window. No, the right window's over there. I need to. Okay, there. So you guys are sitting over here, which seems to be where most of the nobility is sitting, and then the commoners kind of sit over here on the outside. And why don't you guys give me a hear noise slash listen at door check?
Oh yeah, happily.
So I believe for you, Titch, you roll a d6 and on a 1.
Also, if you've got your character sheet up, all of the things on it act as buttons, so you can literally click listen at door and it'll roll for you.
Yeah, I haven't set that up yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, okay. It looks like Stickbeard and Therum with their dwarven. What do your dwarven ears hear?
What do our dwarven ears hear?
You
Indeed.
hear. They. Oh my gosh, where? Oh. Okay. So you hear kind of like a, okay, I'll give you 3-1 odds against Deirdre. That lady is a beast. Okay, yeah. What are the odds on? And then it kind of drowns out with the other crowd noises. But you guys hear that. Like there's a pause in the crowd, and you can kind of hear it. It's happening over in the poor seats somewhere. though, as you were listening, you couldn't necessarily hear like anybody on the bleachers sitting and talking, but like I don't know, it sounded like it was coming from over there.
Is gambling a taboo in this society? Accepted? Like, I
You
ass-
haven't seen any casinos. Now at the Soldier Salvation, you know, you occasionally see some soldiers, and they'll play like, you know, small gambling games here and there. But there's like no, like, it is your understanding that it is just, it's not necessarily frowned upon, but it's not really supported.
Okay, so, huh, then I do a scan of the area and I try and find somebody who would be willing to run a bet over into the poor area for me, like a wastrel of some sort, who I could give a few silver to place on the name I just heard.
Okay, yeah, roll me a wisdom check. Okay.
Oh,
So you don't necessarily spot a mark, but you now spot where the sound is coming from. You look like a couple of people get up from their seat and kind of shift over, and you see in between the gaps of the bleachers, you see that there's like a group of people standing under the bleachers,
Oh,
and that's where you're. And you know they're all kind of like huddled together and kind of like you know, keeping it on the hush hush as best
okay.
they can.
So, hmm.
you going to place a bet?
I'd like to, but I think it'd be improper for the lord of a new house to place a bet.
I'll do it for you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not a lord.
That's fair. Just if anybody asks, it didn't come from me.
Yeah, how much you wagering?
Nothing major, just a couple of silver.
So
All right,
at some point,
I'll throw
Guilford,
in a few.
I mean, I assume your money senses are tingling. Like they're talking about wagers and bets right there by you.
Yeah, yeah. Let's let's let's
I'm gonna
increase this wager a bit.
yeah, I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in since we overheard that. How much do I have on me? I don't know. I'm gonna throw in uh, 50 silver pieces.
Oh wow, I was just I don't gamble often. I I get wow.
Therum's a young dwarf. He's feeling,
Try.
yeah.
Okay. What? Hey, I've got a good feeling about your good feeling. So let's really do this all the way. Here, take this and mention that it's worth about 50 gold. And I give him my 35 gold piece pearl necklace.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Therum wanders over to the I guess between the bleachers and says, "Hey, might
Oh,
I be able to get in on the action?"
there's a couple of them you recognize. It's
Oh,
it's Muggsy and Rocco.
Oh, it's a good thing
Muggsy
I
and
didn't go.
Rocco.
They don't like me.
Oh hey, don't we know this guy? Shut up, Rocco. What are you doing here, Mr. Dwarf? And yeah, like the other guys in the crowd are kind of like standoffish to you as you approach.
Hi there. We just thought that maybe you'd be amenable to placing a bet on the upcoming jousting match.
Let's see it.
God, we were.
I
Go
oh
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh
Sorry.
I was gonna say we got uh 52 pieces of silver and 35 pieces of gold.
Where's the gold? As like
show him the pearl necklace and say, "This is the equivalent."
Muggsy, walks up, kind of looks at it. Oh yeah, quick description of both of them. Muggsy is a short human with mean-looking brown eyes, dark hair, tan complexion, wears a tunic, trousers, and boots. Rocco is a really big, bald, fat guy. Kind of looks a little empty, like a little vacant in his eyes. And he wears like a tunic with no sleeves and baggy trousers, with sandals. But yeah, they Muggsy looks at it and goes, "Okay, 50 gold, 52. So that's 50. We'll put you down for 55 gold pieces."
Yeah, that's a comparable exchange rate.
Who you betting on?
Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the person we ever heard. I just repeat the name we overheard.
That was Deirdre. So you're betting on the
Deirdre.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, playing it safe. Okay. Anybody gonna match this guy? He's got 55 on Deirdre. Anybody? And one guy, somebody from the crowd goes, "Yeah, I'll do that." And he puts down a big bag of gold. So he only has, because it's a third, he only has to put a smaller portion, like about 18 thereabouts. Yeah, only about 18 gold. And so if you win, you get the 18 gold. If he wins, he gets the 55 gold.
Well, he thinks he gets 55 gold. I
Right.
might have lied about the value of that pearl necklace.
They don't need to know that.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you at the winner's circle.
Enjoy the joust. So while this starts,
If I'm aware of this interaction, I want to pray for Deirdre's success.
Okay. So the first person up is a champion from Dugny. It's just a man at arms. He's wearing the green and black, and he's going up against Deirdre. And yeah, you immediately, Stickbeard and Therum, you have met Deirdre before. She's Lady Vargas's bodyguard, and yeah, she is a beast of a woman. And so yeah, she gets up, she gets on her horse, and she's wearing the red and gold of House Vargas. And both knights, they kind of march. Well, one knight, or actually, neither of them are knights. They're soldiers, but they are championing 4 knights. They, and actually, before they even set up, the king and queen show up. Everybody stands as the king and queen, and then they go into their covered tent area over here. And after they are seated, then, yeah, the knights ride up. They kind of like, huzzah, towards the crowd. And they begin. And I will make some rolls. They both square up on either side of the joust, like that. and we'll see what happens. So they go by. Deirdre misses with her lance, and the man-at-arms from Dugny, he drops his. But he isn't knocked off his horse. He basically stumbles with his lance in the process and drops it. They swing back, and the man-at-arms from Dugny pulls out his sword, because that's all he has left, and they go again. The man-at-arms with the sword actually gets, dodges the joust and gets a whack in. It's a wooden weapon. Wooden sword, by the way. Obviously, they're not trying to kill each other. But it's not enough force to knock Deirdre off. And, at this point, the crowd's actually, kind of intense. Like, this man-at-arms is doing all right. And, Rocco and Muggsy kind of look at you and smirk, Therum.
Like in a devious way, or like in a...
They're gloating.
Okay. They're cheating. Time to cheat back. Ring of Invisibility time.
Well, wait. So the fourth time, Deirdre does get smacked, but she rolled a 20, and her joust goes right in the center of his sternum, knocks him off.
Ooh.
Oof.
But it's she's still got one more round to go. So now it's the other two champions. There is, and this is people are kind of shocked because when Skybraid is announced, it's that knight that showed up with her entourage. She's in the games, and everybody's kind of like, what is that? Hold on, what is her name? She has a name. Is that Lady Medina? Oh my gosh! She's in the games. And she isn't wearing plate armor or anything. She's wearing a gambeson and a leather cap. And she gives a bemused smirk. She does take a moment to stop where you are sitting, Stickbeard, and kind of nods at you before riding off.
I nod back.
And the other one up is a man-at-arms for River Cub. And they start jousting. They both miss. Both their jousts miss. Lady Medina takes a hit, but isn't toppled off of her horse yet. They both miss. And the man-at-arms squarely hits Lady Medina, and she is knocked off her horse.
Damn it.
Oh, that's actually good for us.
Oh, it is? Wait, I thought...
Deirdre beat him, so if he beats other people, it effectively takes them out.
Oh no! This is a River Cub man-at-arms, not the Dugny man-at-arms.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
And so, there is a rush to Lady Medina, but she quickly gets up and waves that she's okay, and there's much cheering. And, you know, her entourage is like, you really shouldn't have done that. That was really stupid. And she's just like, yeah, I know. Kind of brushes them off as she, like, takes her spot into the stands. And now it is the final match, the Man-at-Arms of River Cobb versus Deirdre.
I will try and be close in the vicinity of this fight.
Okay. Why don't you give me a wisdom check?
Okay. I'm using the Ring of Invisibility if that changes anything.
Give yourself advantage.
Okay.
Uh,
So roll twice.
Yep.
I'll say Cosgrove's shield protects. Go double or nothing.
No, I don't need advantage. Let's see if I can get a 1. Nope.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of, you're closely inspecting, you're invisible, and you, just by the way that, like, Deirdre seems to be struggling to move in her armor, you're thinking that somebody must have used, like, somebody sabotaged her plate armor somehow. Because she really seems to be struggling with it.
I am going to sneak up on the Man-at-Arms
All right.
and whisper, uh, 5 gold if you lose.
He kind of turns around, like, looks to see who said that, doesn't see anybody. Um, uh, 10
Nod if you're
gold.
okay with that.
He says 10 gold.
Yeah, deal.
10 gold. He steps up and he makes it look convincing. He tries to get at least a couple of shots in. But then when Deirdre, like, charges at full force, it's almost like he doesn't step out of the way, but, like, not too obvious. And he's knocked off his horse. And everybody cheers.
Man, we are so lucky. Incidentally, I need to borrow 10 gold because I only have 7 silver.
Well, we'll round it up and
that's
say
right.
you get 19 gold back
Okay.
from gambling.
And yet, 10 of that I will make good on my promise to the guy. So 10 of that goes to him. I'm going to take 5 of the gold. Or how much were you guys betting? I forgot.
55, but because it was 3-1 odds, you only got, like, a portion of your winnings back.
Yeah. I was just figuring out if I was giving a fair amount to other people. I'm going to take 5 of the gold, and then you guys can have the other 4.
That's mostly fair. It was a thing.
Yeah, I don't remember how much you guys bet. I just assume 5 is about right.
Yeah, I mean, I just put in 50 silver pieces. So
Oh, so you bet 5 gold. Okay.
yeah.
Um, which guy bet against Deirdre?
Oh, it was one of Rocco and Muggsy's friends.
Okay. Does he look surprised?
Yeah, actually, they all do. They all do look a little surprised.
Well, I'm gonna sidle up to them and gloat. So, doesn't seem like you picked the right person this time. Uh, yeah, it's just rough luck. Seem to be having a streak of rough luck, as I recall.
Hey, Guilford, if I wanted to hear you talk, I'd punch another hole through you.
Duly noted. Duly noted. I'm just trying to commiserate with a fellow that is down on his luck yet again.
They leave, but like Muggsy does like kind of turn and says to you, "Be seeing you around, Guilford."
I'm sure you will. As little as possible. So, you guys ready to leave town? We've got heroics to do.
Yeah, I'll bring up that I don't have any armor. If you have an extra laying
We
around.
have extra armor. We've got like this. If you look at the journal, there's like a total haul thing, and a lot of that stuff is up for grabs. So if you just go through it and look for stuff,
All right, how do I get to the journal? I'm new.
there's like a book, a picture of a book along the top thing, and it'll say it's like a book with stars on it.
I see it. Okay.
And then under handouts, there's total haul.
Oh, and I also wanted to point out, I didn't want to interrupt, but throughout the match, I mean, Titch has been sort of like somber with his hood up, or like solemn. But during this match, he was absolutely losing his shit. He was mad into it.
Nice.
It looks like there's some leather armor. I think somebody took the magic shield.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'm carrying around the shield.
Okay, so
silver
there's leather
shield?
armor in there.
What about this holy shield of Cosgrove?
That's a
I think
symbol.
that's
Oh, that's a symbol. Okay. Which I already have. But yeah, sure, I'll take the leather armor, sure. Thank you.
you can probably also take the plus. Is anybody using the +1 sling?
No.
Not that I remember.
Right, because as I recall, clerics aren't allowed to use like sharp weapons, so the sling would be a good ranged weapon for you.
Okay. Cool.
The +1 sling at the very top.
+1 silver sling. Okay.
Okay, so I guess just for the sake of just time management, if you guys wanted to go on an adventure, that's okay. But at some point, sunset will happen and the feast will begin. So if you guys were to go on a miscellaneous adventure, that means no more festival, which I'm okay with as long as you guys understand. Like this is kind of a day event, so
Yeah.
Oh, right.
so it's up to you.
Yeah, we gotta
Guilford
check out.
wants to leave town specifically.
Wants to leave town. Okay.
Stretch our legs.
Okay. So you guys.
Okay, hold up. Like, I at least recognize the importance of being present for this day that is honoring us, but I also recognize that, like, I need to stay. All y'all, maybe.
You need what you understand is you need to be there for the joust, and you
Yeah.
needed to be there for the announcement,
Yep.
and you need to be there for the feast.
Yeah.
Outside,
Okay.
and the tournament just ended. You guys have you know what? I'll give you the benefit and say you guys have 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, so we could definitely go somewhere in 5 hours.
Yes, that's feasible. Overworld map then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay, overworld map. And Titch, if you have any questions about the map, feel free to ask. You're surrounded by experts.
So this is a map, huh?
Yes.
Yes,
That you've
that is my
explored.
expert opinion.
Yeah. That's what you've explored so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Where
down to tag along, be your shield. I'm kind of getting up to pace and all that. So
are we
um,
again? Is it here or?
You are at the castle, which is right.
Oh, all the way down there. So do we want to just go to one of these close by caves or something? Cave there. I don't know what this is. It's purple though. It's the only purple thing on the map, and I kind of want to go there solely for that reason.
That's, according to Chorus, that's where the antlered king sleeps.
Oh, I might be changing my mind, but I don't know. It's still purple.
Let's not try and defeat the final boss in the 5 hours between the introductory joust and the introductory feast.
That would be a great story when we came back, though.
It's like, hey, we took care of the second big thing.
And we've got a priest of Cosgrove to basically take care of it for us this time. I mean, we haven't had that before.
I'm ready. Put me in there, coach.
Okay, let's go to the cave next to the final boss. It's nice
Final
and
boss.
close. We'll get back for the feast.
Yeah. Which final boss are you referring to?
The purple one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's supposed. I mean, you guys don't necessarily know for sure, but according to Chorus, that's where the antlered king sleeps.
hmm.
But how reliable is Colrus really? We could go find out.
Do his antlers hang off the bed, or is it just really uncomfortable?
What?
I don't know how to
He's
help
the
him.
antlered king. How did he? He's sleeping. How does he sleep?
Ah, you know what you know what I mean. Okay,
Here, I'll
so
find.
go ahead and plan your route to the cave. Are you going through the ruins to the south here? Or are you going just over the foothills?
We will go over the. Well, let's go through the ruins. They're even closer.
Okay. So, what you see as you approach the ruins, by the way, that takes you 20 minutes. That was 20 minutes walk, and it's quite an incline as you guys moved up 500 feet
Oof.
over half a mile.
Okay, I'm gonna be huffing. That is a really steep incline. Jeez.
Yeah. But you guys make it, and I guess my question is you see what appears to be a tower and walls that are crumpled, very similar to what you've seen thus far. The rune wall, it seems, it extends southward a bit towards the other set of runes that you see, but there is a black cloud over that area. Those runes directly to the south, where the purple spot is.
Oh, okay.
There is a like the clouds are almost dark enough to block out the sun, but not quite. And you know, you guys just kind of spending a little bit of time as you're walking up the hill. Those black clouds never move from that area.
Okay. We want to explore these runes since we're right here. Ones without the black clouds. Guilford asks the rest of the party.
I'm inclined to go into the heart of darkness, but I am level 1, so probably these ones would be safer.
These are right here. Come on. We don't want to go all the way over there. We just climbed up this hill. Aren't you tired?
I don't tire easily.
My faith endures.
My faith is good indoors too, so let's go indoors.
So you walk.
I think you misunderstood.
You walk towards the runes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this. Wait. Oh gosh. So you're shimmying through a you know, a narrow passage, so the level can load.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
And there you are. Oh wait, is Lucky with you? Or did you leave Lucky at the stables?
We usually take Lucky with us.
Okay.
Usually take Lucky.
And we had her at the festival, so it makes sense.
Okay. Then yeah, Lucky was complaining the whole time of going up that mountain. He's like, "What? Where are you guys leading me? I hate this." And that's what you see. Over here is a wall. And this is like the wall of the keep that you were closing in, the ruined keep that you were closing in on.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going to climb up and have a look-see.
Roll me a climb. Okay, let me move you for a second. There you go.
It looks safe. Here's a rope, guys.
I assume you're on the roof.
Well, there is no technical roof.
Oh, you're just on the wall.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is this me?
Yep.
This one? Okay. The other one must be a stick beard.
Yes.
I'm gonna go around the side. Let's see what's going on.
Therum, you do notice that there are like some arrows kind of spent out here, and some arrows that are kind of like stuck in the soft stone.
Do they look weathered at all, or do they look fresh?
Yeah.
So they look weathered?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to be too concerned about it then.
I'm following.
I assume I can see down these hallways.
Yeah, and you can see Guilford standing there on the north wall.
Well,
There.
doesn't
Oh,
appear to
there's
be anything.
another hallway.
So
Is there?
that hallway is just the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is solid. I can't walk through here.
I mean, you can, but it'll eventually just kind of leave out to an open cavity that goes
Okay.
back to the outside.
Okay, I guess I do a search around this room because it looks like it's the only thing here. I will search in this vase or vase.
So you're searching the debris, and there really doesn't seem. You also notice some arrows out here. People use this place for like target practice or something. That's kind of the
Okay.
vibe you're getting. It is only half a mile away.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Shall we go down the hill now? I mean, it's half a mile away, but it's 500 feet up too. I guess maybe archers are in good shape though.
One would assume.
It's like a day hike, you know. Come up here, smoke a bowl, shoot some arrows.
Apparently, we didn't find any bowls though. I was disappointed. Yeah, I think we're gonna head to the cave that we were originally gonna go to now.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Doesn't look like.
Okay.
Just me adventuring the or babysitting the adventuring party.
Unless Titch really wants to go to the purple place, because I can't say no to that face.
I mean, it might be good to wait until I can cast at least a spell, you know?
Okay, do the cave then.
To the cave.
I think it'd be hilarious if we find out that this is where the antlered king sleeps, and this is where he hangs out during the day.
That would be great. It's where he does his yoga in the morning.
Yep. He'll be all limber and ready to go when we get there.
I'm so centered for a fight.
So you guys are going through, say, the rough terrain and not through the ruins. That brown icon means rocky terrain.
Oh. Yeah, that seems wise.
Okay. You guys, so yeah, you go from the ruins and continue through the mountains mostly. I would reveal more areas. I'll just remember that you guys actually crested this mountain because this side actually makes you see a lot of what's going on the east and the south. You're on the other side of this mountain range. Not completely, but enough. Oh no, my PC made a noise. Oh boy, blew up my speakers.
Yeah, when we made it to the top right here, we should be able to see.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how high what's 1M with regards to sea level?
250 feet.
Okay. It's not, it's like half the height of Mary's Peak.
Yeah, I mean, you can see pretty far from there.
Yeah. Particularly since everything else is pretty low. A lot of these places are at sea level.
So yeah, I'll get all that calculated. But what's important is that you guys went through the rough terrain, and that's when this happens.
Uh-oh.
So again, there's a lot of narrow passages that you have to shimmy through so that I can load the map. Okay. I'm not. Okay. This one doesn't have the light, but I'm just going to assume you guys can make sense. Yeah, no dynamic lighting on this one, unfortunately. But I'm not going to bother doing that now because that'll take too long. So changing an M and going through rocky terrain adds another 10 minutes to what's or so 20 minutes. 40 minutes have passed on travel, and you also spend another 10 minutes kind of looking around the ruins. So 50 minutes have passed. Everybody give me a listen at door / hear noise check. Titch, just roll a d6, and if you roll a 1, you succeed.
You said noise check?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
So, Guilford, you're the only one. You hear shuffling on the rocks up ahead as you guys walk through the passage.
Put on my ring.
Okay.
I will also make a signal before I go invisible. That something is up ahead.
As you guys walk through, yeah, you ended up kind of zigzagging in the opposite direction when this happened, based on the position of how this battle is going. Yeah. So while you were zigzagging through the pass, you guys aren't surprised because Guilford the Grand points it out, but Guilford, you hear some shuffling, you look up, and there is a mountain lion perched, looking at you, ready to pounce.
What are you guys gonna do about that?
Actually, why don't you guys discuss what you're going to go do? I'm going to take a quick break and be right back.
Try to hit it with a sling, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
don't.
I'm thinking that's a good idea.
Try this baby out.
You can get a pelt, particularly if you hit it with slings. We got what, a sling and a warhammer? What's the other weapon?
Mace.
Oh, that's perfect. All bludgeoning weapons.
I only came with a mace and a shield because that's what Daddy Cosgrove carried. Or Papa C, as I call him.
I'm wondering if a mountain lion is really interested in attacking people that outnumber it.
ready to pounce. I don't know. I'm interested in attacking it because it has a hide that is probably worth money.
Mm.
And we almost all have blunt weapons, or all of us have blunt weapons.
I have a short sword,
Oh, okay.
but I can switch to a mace.
Yeah, it might be good.
I mean, we could probably scare it off, but it threatens our group, and so I take personal offense to that.
If Titch takes personal offense, I don't think there's anything we can do but defend his honor.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody roll an ish.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, the mountain lion wiggles its butt. Oh, wait.
I think we're. Oh yeah, it's up on a perch, and we're down in the basin, right?
I forgot to unmute my mic like a rookie. What I was saying was someone roll an ish. Because what happens now is the mountain lion wiggles its butt. You know what comes next.
All right, I got it.
It farts, right?
You've seen cats pounce before.
I'm just joking.
Yes, of course I have. I am normal human, just like the rest of you. Anyway, so initiative is 2.
Oh, guess what? The mountain lion goes first.
Oh, we're dead.
Hold on, calculating. So with just the exact right amount, the
Oh god, it's right on
mountain
top of
lion
us.
closes the distance on you, Stickbeard, but you use both of its actions to move. But yeah, it's charging you.
All right. Well, I get behind it and immediately try to bash it with my mace.
Okay.
That's not great.
That's a miss.
No, that's good damage though.
Anyone else? You all go on the same initiative, remember.
Yeah, you can't.
Did I get my ring on in time?
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, Guilford, you not only made the check, but you did say that you were putting on your ring.
Okay, I'm going for backstab then.
Don't forget your +4.
Which will cancel out the invisibility, but such is life. Is a high threshold modifier a bonus to hit or a penalty to hit? Oh, I'm just gonna add it in my head. Oh, that's a 9.
9? Okay. That is a miss.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm
I haven't.
visible now.
I haven't used. We're using THACO rules.
Oh, we're using the basic attack rolls. So you are a cleric. What is your strength bonus?
+1.
So roll a d20 and add +1. That is a
4.
miss. Bunch of low rollers. Stickbeard, have you?
Nope. I'm just clocking it in the face.
Okay. Okay, and that is
Wow.
also a miss.
Yikes.
I rolled the highest at a 5.
Whose bright idea was this?
Let's go on an adventure, everyone said. Okay, Mountain Lion attacks Stickbeard. His paws out, claws out. What is your armor class?
Still the same with the chainmail, actually, unless there was some bonuses to it.
Nope.
15.
I think chainmail is 5, isn't it?
Okay,
And you
so
add your dex modifier.
so everybody misses. So what happens is the mountain lion chases up on you. Everybody kind of enters this scrum, but it's the kind of thing where people are just trying to do flick cuts or like little taps at each other rather than like fully committing, and so no one's really breaking anyone's stance. You're all just kind of trying to jab at each other for weakness. And now new initiative. So Therum already rolled, so somebody else has to roll for your team initiative, and I'll roll for the mountain lion.
I can roll it this time.
You go first. Wait a minute.
All right.
Who? Is it the 3 or the 6? What just happened here?
Looks like somebody rolled twice.
Ah,
I might have accidentally hit the button twice.
Oh,
didn't
well,
mean.
it doesn't matter. Mountain lion rolled 2.
Oh,
That's
okay.
convenient.
Yeah, that works. Stickbeard, do you want to take a swipe
yeah.
at it?
One more. Well, two-handed weapon. I'm going slow no matter what.
Oh, okay. You go last. All right, I'll go for it then.
Brick Breaker isn't a. Brick Breaker's just a hand. It's 1d6 + 1.
I thought it.
It's a throwing
Oh.
hammer.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
small hammer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, just take it a swing then. Wrong one. Not that one. Bang. God
That is a
damn.
miss.
All right.
We still haven't rolled above a 5. Oh,
Hey, there we go.
Therum, you and you're attacking with what? A mace?
A mace from the backside. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you the big cat is kind of like circling around all of you, and growling and swiping. At one point, when Stickbeard goes to try and swing, it dodges away from that and growls at Stickbeard. And while it's doing that, you're able to run up to the side of it, or up behind it, and give it a crack right in the middle.
Right on its spine.
And it lets out a yelp. And then Guilford, no longer invisible, but still, you're able to kind of get the cat while it's recoiling from Therum's hit, and it also gets hit. It's not looking great now. Like after those 2 hits, where Therum hit it is got a lot of scratch bleeding. Like it's not bleeding profusely, but there's like blood is starting to kind of like seep out a little bit. And what were you using, Guilford?
Also a mace.
Oh, okay. And so yeah, when you cracked it like on the others on the side, yeah, it is the side is immediately bruising. There's like immediate bruising, so you know that was a pretty good hit. But it's still standing.
I got a 19, so I think that hits.
Oh, okay. Roll for damage, which is a d6 plus your strength, and that's a 6. Okay. After that hit, the mountain lion falls down and is kind of limping to try and get up. And at this point, on its action, is trying to scurry away. I'll allow you an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yep.
Okay.
The whole reason we're all using maces is because this thing is supposed to go on our wall.
We all get one, or just the two people it's
Well,
passing
everybody.
by?
Y'all get one.
18.
That's, yeah, you just have to do one more damage. Okay, or
Hey,
That
that
worked.
works.
Yay, I did a thing.
that. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
now
mean, we
all
all
of you
hit
are
it.
rolling great. You only needed to do one more damage, but all of you just boom. So, yes, you eviscerated or, yeah, crushed the saber tooth to the point to where you beat it to death. Congratulations.
Well, it's already tenderized if we want to eat it.
I am not sure if I like how this man thinks. I'm leaning towards yes, but
Okay, so that carcass is going to be. Hold on. How much? How much do cougars weigh? Okay,
wow.
so
We have
I think
we have
150
Lucky with
pounds.
us.
yeah, so that at 10 coins a pound, that thing is about 150 pounds. It's 1,500 coins is how much that corpse weighs. Carcass.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, I'm actually going to check your riding horse encumbrance right now because that might lower your movement.
Well, we can strap it to Lucky. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Lucky
he's-
has 3,000. So, yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
But now like 50 like she's half full.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't think we're encumbered by much. What's a standard player's encumbrance?
Standard 400 coins.
Oh, okay.
And then after that you start taking penalties.
Yeah, I think some of us are at penalties.
Oh.
Yeah, but I
put mine
typically
just below.
offload my stuff onto Lucky whenever we're traveling. So,
Oh, right.
and if that thing's 1,500 coins, I mean, there's plenty of room on Lucky for, other stuff.
Yeah, I put myself just below the 100 or 400 mark.
I say a prayer thanking Cosgrove for our victory.
Okay, so you are going down towards the cave?
Yep.
As you approach the open, and you go down another, so that's another 5 minutes, but no other modifiers, so that's 10 minutes. And we'll say that episode in total, with the mountain lion, you setting up and loading it on Lucky and stuff, took another 10 minutes, so that was an hour. And this was another 15 minutes, so you're at an hour and 15 minutes. And when you guys get to the cave, in front of the cave are some animal corpses wrapped in webbing as you approach this cave.
Goody.
Probably a termite cave.
Roll me. Oh, actually, we have two dwarves in the party. Dwarves, you already can kind of tell based on how this cave is shaped that it's not natural. Like this was either used as some kind of tunnel or a mine, maybe. Though it doesn't kind of make sense for it to be a tunnel because it's like, where does it go? So you're leaning towards mine.
Where are we now?
Right at the cave. It's an hour.
Right there. Okay.
Hour and 15 minutes have gone by. I said you guys had 5 hours.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to take you at least an hour to get back.
We got about a little over 2.5 hours.
Yep.
To explore. All right. Therum says, this looks like a mine. It's certainly no natural cave. Should be wary of potential traps or previous usage.
Oh, mines have treasure, and we need treasure to tie the part to Cosgrove. So I think we're pretty much honor bound to go into this cave.
I agree. Whatever wrapped these animals up is close to town. It's our duty to protect the town.
From the treasure, I mean spiders.
Yes, the tithes will benefit the church greatly. Perhaps we could make this mine back up to operation.
Oh, good idea. Although I don't think this land is ours. Our land is up here.
Okay, so you guys are going into a dark area. Obviously, Therum and Stickbeard. You have your infravision.
I'll light a torch.
Okay, so here's I don't follow the normal torch rules where it's like you got to use one every 10 minutes or so because that gets fairly tedious. But what I do like to keep track of with torches is or torches or lanterns. The idea being with a lantern you can tie it to your belt and have your hands free, but with a torch you need to have a hand dedicated to your torch. So you couldn't carry a shield, per se.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so you guys have gotten all the lights. Yeah, and you guys walk in. There are some old rotted struts. If this was a mine, it wasn't used for a very long time. And it opens up into this natural cave area.
Well, I'm gonna hold my shield and then have my mace holstered.
And there you are.
Okay. I will, I guess, light my lantern. Knock up one of these flasks of oil. Anybody wants to come with me?
You, as you shift forward. Oh, actually, give me a move silently, if you care to. There, everyone, stop. Guilford the Grand, make a move silently check. Okay, so you step on some crumpled bones, and it makes a loud crunching sound as you approach forward. And
Fucking bones.
I'm going to determine some things. Hold on.
No bones about it.
I am disappointed at you, Seth, through the internet.
You're disappointed at me?
That pun. That awful pun. God damn you.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. Don't.
You're right. I'm not. You're right. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not sorry whatsoever. I
Good.
love puns. I will
Good.
not. I will not apologize for my punniness.
Good.
Wait, what was this pun?
Yes.
Oh, I just said no bones about it.
Oh, I get it.
Anyway,
Because spiders don't have bones.
And he just stepped on some bones. That's what the
Yeah.
noise came from.
I don't get it then.
So
Oh my god.
after
Just joking.
so after a
Die.
bit, yeah, there's as far as almost called you Cosgrove Titch, Therum Titch and Stickbeard, you guys can't help but make noise as you move about. Guilford tries, but makes a bit too much noise, and shortly after, right at the edge, there we go, of your torchlight, a multicolored spider. It's got black, yellow, and red bands, and then it's got wavy patterns, kind of up and down its body. And it crawls onto this pile of webbing, kind of like crawling from the other side of it. And it's looking at you. You can see the gleam of its eyes reflecting off the torchlight.
So it's on the webbing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to throw the torch onto the webbing so that it lights on fire.
Okay, give me a ranged attack check.
It just says rolling the dice. Oh, I think it's a 10. I think I have a plus.
You have a +1.
I believe, yeah, +1 missile. So I have it's a 10.
Okay. Oh, and it's also short range, so no, it's just within medium range. So you throw the torch. It kind of goes a bit short, but it starts lighting the edges of the web on fire. And you're down 1 torch.
And I'll pull my mace out if I can.
As more of the webbing goes on fire, the spider kind of disappears. And let me
Oh, it's probably fine.
add a I said let me add. There it is. Okay, yeah, you got it about here. No, here. And yeah, as it catches on fire, it illuminates a bit more of the cave.
I'm gonna make sure to look up because spiders can also be on the ceiling.
Right, give me a wisdom check.
Oh yeah, roll low. So yeah, that's good. I mean, I have a 17 wisdom, but
Yeah, that's a good roll. So, you are you look up and you see webbing up there and a lot of crevices. And you see small spiders. You're pretty sure that like they could kind of crawl down there at any moment, but it's really hard just by torchlight, and even with infravision, with all the nooks and crannies of the cave. But yes, that is something you all should be wary of. Is death can come from above.
yeah, I'll inform the rest of the group.
Okay. I will start moving again, keeping an eye up as well as forward. What's that?
Give me another move silently check.
Okay.
Oh, and are there webs on the ceiling where all the little spiders are?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go up to my torch. Well, I'll wait for him to move silently.
I did not.
Yeah. There's just like a lot of small, like desiccated animal corpses, very crunchy. And there's also some dead spiders in here too that are kind of crunchy. And so yeah, it isn't long before I'd say you get about another 3 hexes before you make another crunch. Another 3 hexes.
Oh, another 3 beyond what I've gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this purple stuff that you can barely kind of see at the edge of your at the edge of the light. Oh, maybe you don't see it, but Titch does. This right here, that's a gemstone.
Oh.
So one.
And that's a spider.
Yep.
That's a
one.
spider-shaped gemstone. That's what I heard.
One spider, another spider, or maybe it was the same spider and it's just got teleportation abilities. You're not sure, but there's this kind of crack in the wall, and some legs kind of come out of it. And after you, after you crunch it, some legs kind of come out of it, and then yeah, it's another one of these colorful spiders, yellow, black, red, bands with these swirly patterns throughout its body. And so roll an ish, everybody.
Oh. Tish, you want to go for it?
It's just a D6.
6.
Oh, perfect.
You go first. So everyone kind of responds to. I assume Guilford says something like, "Oh, freaky spider," or whatever. And yeah, everybody kind of turns to see Guilford is inches away from getting bit.
I'm gonna pick up my torch and then move up to engage. Is that if I do that, I can't attack too, right?
What are your are you less than 400 coins? Because you can move up to 40 feet.
Oh, okay. I haven't calculated it, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm under it.
If you're wearing leather armor, you're probably fine.
And these were 5-foot hexes, right?
Yeah. So you're well
Okay.
within, as long as you're not terribly encumbered.
Okay.
So
okay,
you can
so I have the I'm wielding the torch in like my weapon hand,
All right.
and then I'm gonna kind of start trying to light the spider on fire. I think spiders don't like fire, so I'm trying to freak it out.
Make an
Most
attack.
most animals don't like fire.
Fighting
14.
moths. This guy's just spiders.
Got a 14.
Hold, please. Okay, yeah, you light it on fire. Give me 1d4. 1d4 damage.
Two.
So you only do 2 damage, but you successfully light it on fire. But it's still like only part of it's on fire. It's not completely on fire. Anyone else want to go?
I'll tag it.
Yeah.
That probably missed, but who knows?
And that is a miss.
Let's see. So if I'm encumbered, so anything over 400. So then how far can I go?
Yeah, I believe it's 40 feet unencumbered, 30 feet lightly encumbered, 20 feet heavily encumbered.
So if I'm just like slightly over 400, that's slightly encumbered.
Yeah, so that'd be 6 hexes.
Okay, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh well, I guess I'm going to use my turn to go or to move further up. So I'm going to go.
You can spend another action. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, Stickbeard.
There is no way.
There's no way.
Yeah.
What?
To get to the spider, everybody's in my way. So
Oh.
I think I'm just gonna yeah, crowd up behind people. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I need to swing around, if I need to get around people, I have enough movement. So yeah, I'm just going to be here.
All right.
So everybody went. Now the spider gets a turn. It attacks you, Guilford. What is your armor class?
16.
It misses. It tries to bite
Ooh.
you. It fails.
Initiative. This is my turn. I forget where the initiative is on here. No, there it is. No. Oh, I'm supposed to select my token.
Oh, I forgot that the spider was on fire. Hold on. Oh, actually, on its turn, it's trying to get away. It is
Okay.
badly burned. So, do you guys want to give it an opportunity of attack?
Okay. Whee.
Yes. I miss.
Therum, you want to attack of opportunity?
Yes. I'm gonna slice at it with my Goblin Bane. Right. Urgh.
Spider gets away, but then starts burning a bunch. And it actually catches a bunch of the other webbing on fire.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to run away when you're on fire.
And when that happens, you suddenly remember the feast. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Probably be a good idea, yeah.
Oh, look at those guys.
Uh, uh, you guys know that brightly colored spiders are poisonous, and you're pretty sure that you don't like one bite might not do that much damage, but it might cause a lot of problems. So even just chancing getting bit, like it's kind of like in real life. You wouldn't necessarily welcome a bite from a black widow.
We getting out of here, or
Is it our turn?
We probably should not take on all these spiders.
Okay, where was the
Great.
gems?
Huh?
Let's see if we. There were gems that we saw.
Oh yeah.
one
Well,
big gem?
you can see one, like right here.
Oh, right in the middle of the spiders. Okay.
But there's also I can't because it's like right on the other side. Right on the other side of this pillar, you can kind of see where that purplish edge is right there. So like yeah,
Right
that's
here.
the
That's one that I saw.
yep. But that would require you to walk past the spiders to get.
What's the biggest of these gems? Is it? Does it matter?
Size can matter, but also the quality of the gemstone, which by torchlight in this dark cave, with you more focused on the spiders, kind of hard to
That's
tell.
a myth that small gemstones say to make themselves feel better.
Are the spider webs flammable?
Oh yeah, they're lighting on fire.
Yeah, the spider lit a bunch on fire. I mean, what I'm gonna do, if I can, is throw the torch to like the upper left, like there,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna run if we're leaving. But
I think we should be prepared to run if the spiders come towards us, but otherwise, if we burn them out, like that could work.
okay, well, for now, I'm just gonna try to throw the torch there.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Okay, does not. You
Yeah,
another
4.
another one just right there. And while that's happening, you can see that more
Oh, look at all these guys.
are on the way.
Hmm.
Okay. I am going to drop my lantern and put on the ring of invisibility.
Okay.
With all this fire here, I shouldn't need to carry around a source of light anymore. So I'm going to try and retrieve the gems.
Why don't you give me roll a d8?
Uh-oh.
Okay, you were able to pilfer 3 gemstones, and
Okay.
I will. Actually, I have a description of them somewhere around here, I swear. Yeah, here it is. Okay, you find the what you pick up. It is it is stitch tight. What this mineral is stitch tight, which is purple. It's actually very rough, and that's it looks more like petrified wood or like glossy rock, less like a gemstone, unless it's cut and polished properly. Then it can look like a gemstone, but in its rough state, it just looks like a shiny purple rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 3 of them. They're about slightly smaller than a golf ball, and they're just kind of rough, shiny rocks. They
I
do
hope these
still
are
look valuable,
Okay.
but perhaps a jeweler could like make it more valuable.
Well, festival's a nice place to find people. So let's go to a festival.
You know, I hear they're having one in our name right now, and the spiders are not invited. Can we get out of here?
Oh, you're not going to invite the spiders?
We're not going to invite the spiders.
Why don't we
I'll
invite the
invite them with a
festival
letter.
here?
Oh my
All right,
god.
yeah, I mean, I'm down to get out of here.
Okay, so yeah, what you guys have found, yeah, and Guilford, you kind of like seeing the gemstones that you were able to grab, and like seeing the other gemstones, you're like, that place has got to be worth like thousands and thousands of gold.
We should probably invest in antitoxin and then come back here.
Okay.
You return back to the. So I'll just put you back into the slide where you were, or I guess the food area. Yeah,
Okay.
and by the time you guys get back, it is getting close to the feast time. And where are we? Where are we? Ooh, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Whew, I'll allow. All of you got to vote on one thing left that you can do at the festival, and then we got to move on to the feast. So there
Clifford
was
will just find a jeweler if he can. Like, if he
Yeah.
recognizes a jeweler from amongst the people, he'll like ask him about the gems. Other than that, he's just enjoying himself, keeping an eye out for Muggsy.
okay. We will address the jewelry. And
I'll try to seek out um, up to seven of the faithful who would possibly want to go kill those spiders at a later date.
they give you the clerics are like our place is here, and we must protect our community. Especially now after with the situation that has occurred in Nerton, we must be um, more banded together than ever. And just as a quick meta for our game, it's season 2, so I just want to hammer this point again. Um, Going out and adventuring is a lot like it's beyond just skydiving. It's like, you have that adrenaline junkie guy who like surfs on the roof of his car in interstate, on the interstate. That's how adventuring is looked in this setting. Um, you're not seen as the most sane individuals.
Yeah, but you're also not you're really encouraging this behavior.
Well, I mean, you guys are different.
I know my character is insane. Um, yeah, well, I'm gonna see because there's a large gathering of people from all the houses. Just
Yeah,
kind of gonna try
give
to
me
get
an NPC reaction.
7. Okay, what is that? Just a D20 or?
It's a 2d6, and then you add your NPC reaction modifier.
Okay. And where's my NPC reaction modifier?
He was like +3 for 18 charisma.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay,
I think it's a
Titch.
+2 with 18.
Yeah,
Let
it's
me check.
+2. It's +2. So
Yeah.
you scored a 12. You get a new retainer. I'll come up with that. But you have convinced one of the. He was there at your prayer earlier in the day. He was moved. You now have a follower. That you don't
Hell yeah.
necessarily. You don't have to pay him almost immediately. He is a cleric. He can't. But you can't send him on suicide missions or anything like that. He's his own person, and he will, if he feels like you're being, ridiculous, he will stop following you.
Okay, gotcha.
But I will come up with a name and a history of this acolyte of Cosgrove who has been inspired by you. And now the medieval jeweler. That's what we were doing.
Oh, and other than him, I'm just like seeing if there's hirelings about, but
Well,
I had at least one guy.
Yeah, that's what the like you were able to get a hireling. Effectively.
Okay, gotcha. But
you
he's
don't have to
super
pay.
into me
You don't have to pay him. He's like doing it for the cause of Cosgrove.
for the love of the game.
For the
Got
love
it.
of the game. Yeah.
Awesome. This is everything I wanted.
And where is? Oh, right. Okay. You go for the grand. Approach a she's a middle-aged woman, very elegantly dressed with long silver hair, though she's not Yeah, she's middle aged. Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
has kind green eyes. And yeah, is wearing an elegant blue dress with a bit of a silver trim to match her hair. And she is right now kind of wrapping some gems in filigree to make a necklace as you walk up to her tent.
Oh, my friend, are you here as part of the to enjoy the festivities, or are you on the clock or on the sundial, so to speak?
Oh, well, at the moment, I guess I'm dealing with the customer standing in front of my stall. And she looks at you.
Ah, marvelous! I happen to be a customer standing in front of your stall.
Funny how that works.
Could you take a look at these? I'm looking to polish them up, make them a little bit more. Hmm, now, you know, jewel like.
Ah, yes, well, let me see.
Then you flex both your biceps.
Oh, that would not be impressive. Um, yeah, I pass her the gemstones.
Ooh, stitch tights. Yes, very interesting. And very solid stones. Oh, yes, I could make some gemstones out of these. What would you want to put them in, like a necklace or an earring or bracelet?
Um, I think I think leaving it open for now would be best. Just polish them up and cut them.
Well, I'll be here in the city for another day. I guess I could do this little project overnight and get them back to you.
Perfect. What's that gonna cost?
I'll do it. I will triple its value for 20 gold.
That's probably a wonderful deal.
Yeah, you're I guess yeah, she gives you the breakdown cuz she's being honest about it. Those are worth 50 each just as they are. She after she's done polishing them, they will be worth 150 each.
Okay, so 450 minus 20. Yeah, that's one hell of a deal.
Yeah.
I believe we have a deal, my friend.
I will get to work. And yeah, I'll just say at this point, fast forward, the horns start playing and the nobles are called to the feast. Now, let us go to the feast map. And there it is. As everyone enters, everybody kind of sits in their own section. You guys are right here, but all the houses have their own sections, and the king and queen sit here. And they are having uh, roasted duck with vegetables and some rustic bread. Vegetable soup and custard for dessert. In the first hour, the king and queen just kind of sit there. Occasionally, people walk up to their table and bow to them and exchange pleasantries. But most everybody kind of stays in their seats until dessert and wine is served. And then that's when everybody just kind of starts standing up and at each other's tables. This is where I'd like to ask you guys. I guess like all the houses are here. If there's any this is like a great opportunity to try and get some information about the houses. I will remind you again about the other 4 houses. There is River Cobb, which is blue and green, river flowing over a rock. There's Vargas, which is yellow and red, with a hand and a chalice pouring water on a rose bush. There is Dugny, which has flowers over the blade of a sword. It's green and black. And Skybraid, which is white and light blue, with the depiction of a lyrebird in mid-flight.
What was it? It was River Cobb, what? Dugny and Skybraid?
River Cobb, Vargas, Dugny.
Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas is the first house you guys encountered.
Yeah. Our not so best buds.
So this is your opportunity to play Game of Thrones, guys.
Which one was Lady Medina in?
Lady Medina's Skybraid. And she's the house you guys actually haven't really interacted with. You've interacted with all the other houses except for them.
Are there any houses that are closely connected to the moneylenders?
No, the Merchants Guild is.
Okay. Well, Guilford is going to hang out with them.
Merchants Guild isn't here. It's just the noble houses.
Oh, geez. Okay. No respect for the working man. Okay. I guess I just stand next to our honored lord.
Are you talking about me?
I'm standing next to you. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, goody.
James is talking about you. Honored lord.
Jeez. Then I'd like to go talk to Lady Medina because Skybraid is the only house that we haven't had any interaction with. I approach. I try and make pleasantries.
I'll go with you, but
Having an entourage would not be a bad idea.
So yeah.
I'm very impressed
Yeah.
with Lady Medina.
Oh, she was the one who was knocked off her horse.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she's a noble in her house and went up with like no armor on. You know, it was a good showing.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate my character appreciates it for personal reasons.
Okay. Well, so yeah, you guys approach the table, and her table is just kind of like here in the lower right. If I can remember which screen to click on. There it is. And while you approach, her and her entourage kind of take notice to you. And she waves her entourage away and invites both of you to sit down with just her.
On the same chair.
What?
I said on the same chair. I was joking. I'm I'm blushing, and I'll say I was very impressed with your attempt earlier today.
Well, when you're nobility, they barely let you out of your own holding without so much hangers on and warriors. But
I can tell someone takes their duties seriously when they're willing to go out and show with a showing of strength instead of a vassal in their house. You clearly have your priorities in the right place.
oh, thank you. But remember to address me as milady.
Milady.
Stickbeard Smith, Lord Stickbeard Smith. I've heard so much about you.
Oh, really, milady? What have you heard?
The savior of Nurton defeated the bandits of the Flaming Fist, and took out some goblins, from what I understand. Though I also hear that they're coming back. Though I don't think Vargas could actually take care of it, considering that they're in the middle of some riots. Vargas basically has all of Maurice's reach under martial law now. That's the tricky thing with the Greenskins. I should know, being in the East Green. They always seem to find a way to claw back.
Good to know. There's no end of problems out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
in your case, you have many.
Oh, indeed.
You know you're
We have
being
many
used, right?
adventures.
Like all this?
Yes.
Stickbeard is being used?
Yeah.
All this is just to appease you. You're being, but your means actually has nothing to do with your valor. Has everything to do with the fact that you're a dwarf. Calculated move by King His Majesty the King, to be honest.
What good would making a dwarf into a noble be for the king?
Are you familiar with the dwarves of the West Mountain?
No, I am not.
Well, before this whole business with Nurton, we were going to declare war on them.
Oh, really?
But as it happens, all this situation occurred, and now there's economic instability. But having you settle on that part of our kingdom between us and the dwarves of the West Mountain,
Oh.
you've become our buffer
You
state.
see us. You see us as peacekeepers.
Oh, no. We see you as puppets. They see you anyways. It's not my doing. I'm busy, in the East Green. Which reminds me, when you are out in your own region, as secluded as ours is, despite our proximity to Vassith, we are one of the most reclusive kingdoms. Well, our reclusive realms. Well, up until very recently. And she kind of points at you. I've found that when you're on your own, it's best to figure out your own information network and not trust what the court tells you.
We are used to looking out for our own better than we are relying on others.
Well, you'll need it to survive, because I'm certain that those dwarves have taken notice of that settlement you've built, and they are probably not too happy about it. Eventually, they're going to come to your town and give you a piece of their mind. And let's hope they do it without cudgels.
Point taken.
I turn to Stickbeard and I say, you should be proud to have been assigned to be this kingdom's shield. Duplicitousness aside.
Uh, so
Maybe.
she laughs, Lady Medina, and says, "To optimism," and raises her glass.
To
Eh,
cause
optimism.
to Cosgrove's holy lessons. And I'll raise a glass. I'm gonna get drunk like only a priest can. Extremely.
Guilford will avoid imbibing, both because Muggsy's been poisoning people, and he needs to talk to the jeweler later.
I turn to Medina, milady, and then I tip my fedora and raise my glass.
Okay, and yes, you are teleported to the incel zone, and
God damn it!
You feel something strange and you touch your neck and a beard is growing in.
It's suddenly there, manifest.
No. It's so patchy and greasy.
Ugh.
and on that hilarious note, we shall end there as the rest of the feast goes relatively uneventful. And yeah, thank you all for playing.
Yeah, thanks for running.
As always, thank you for running it.
Thanks for
Yeah,
DMing.
thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, and thank you all, chat, for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you wanted to keep up on all Serious Industry streams, the best way to do that is to give this channel a follow. Also, we do stream announcements on Discord and Ko-fi. By the way, Ko-fi, if you guys wanted feeling generous and contributing to a up-and-coming content creator such as myself, the link is on my Twitch page. There's also ShatteredEmpire.net. Shattered Empire is a post-apocalyptic interstellar synthwave-fueled space sci-fi tabletop RPG set in the distant future, where humanity struggles with the sudden loss of a once great empire known as the Interstellar Nexus. After an event known as the Cataclysm, the central capital systems were consumed by cosmic dust. Knowledge and technology is hoarded while scavengers and pirates become the highest growing industry. New factions rise from the crumbling infrastructure and only cause more destruction as everyone vies for survival. Players can take the role of scavengers exploring derelict ships, space pirates robbing and pillaging, bounty hunters capturing space pirates, or mercenaries doing the dirty work of whichever faction pays the highest in the Shattered Empire. And with that, this is Abacus Fish, signing off.